PreMIT is a newly founded research and development company where breakthroughs in medical imaging and therapies are changing lives. The Melbourne Theranostic Innovation Centre, or MTIC, is the centre at the forefront of innovation. PreMIT and MTIC are providing Australian patients with access to the cutting-edge Siemens QuadraVision, the world's most sensitive PET CT scanner. At the heart of this endeavour are Professor Rod Hicks and Peter Gordon, the founders of PreMIT. Their distinguished and complementary careers unite to fight for the unmet needs of Australians living with chronic illnesses.
PreMIT stands for Precision Molecular Imaging and Theranostics. The precision molecular imaging is the camera behind me that brings very accurate imaging, and Theranostics brings together the selection of therapy based on those improved diagnostics. Theranostics is a new word for many people. It brings together two words as a mashup, therapy and diagnostics, to choose the right treatment for the right patient.
Fate led me a few years ago into the path and shortly afterwards into the friendship of Professor Rod Hicks, who's an inspiration to me. And he told me about his history with PET scanners and various forms of scanning, radiology, nuclear medicine. He told me about developments which were possible, and I guess we just kept on talking, and it led us to a stage where we thought something like this is possible.
Although we think of cancers as being very similar, in fact they're very different, even when they occur in the same place. For example, there are 5 different types of breast cancer that we know of at a gene level. Each of them have slightly different imaging characteristics and slightly different treatments that are suitable for them.
The difficulty with anyone in getting treatment for the cancer is actually finding it. I know it's there, we just don't know where it is. So I was really thrilled when I heard about this new scanner here, and even better because it was being run by Rod, and knowing that this was going to give me probably the capabilities of finding this early enough to hopefully get a successful treatment outcome before it turns metastatic and when the whole outcome changes.
PreMIT is a very important player in what is already a very rich landscape of theranostics in Melbourne. We've been involved in theranostics for over 30 years now, bringing together the best researchers with clinicians in a very rich academic and industry environment that is supporting the development of this emerging and important aspect of medical care.
The aim for PreMIT and MTIC is to provide access to world-class imaging technology faster and more affordably, ultimately creating better outcomes for patients across Australia.
MTIC is not just another imaging and therapy center. Yeah, it is something really truly fundamentally new in the field.
The capabilities of the Quadra open up a whole new way of thinking about molecular imaging, because now we're able to actually scan the entire body simultaneously, which is something that was never possible before.
It's about 10 times a little more sensitive than even our best conventional scanner.
We can get excellent quality scans with a dose of radiation that's no different, say, from having a jet flight from San Francisco to London, which opens all sorts of new boundaries.
I guess if you go back maybe 10 years, there might have been a one-size-fits-all for treating prostate cancer. Now there's a plethora of treatments. So this is just another piece in the armoury that our clinicians have access to, which we haven't had in the past.
It's been our privilege to do it, to really support Rod's vision for what it might do and be, both on the clinical side of things, treating people and hopefully getting them better outcomes, but also in terms of research and finding ways that maybe cancer ultimately becomes less of a death sentence and more of a nuisance in getting on with your life.
It could mean my life, basically. This scanner opens up that possibility of finding it, and I'm pretty confident they will find it today, and that means I can progress into my treatment sooner and hopefully make a full recovery.
The Siemens PET scanner for me is a game changer. It's exceeding our wildest expectation in what we could do with it. That's having a direct impact on patient care now, but I'm so excited about what it's going to do in the future as we bring new radiopharmaceuticals into the mix and can better characterise patients' cancers.
With the combined power of PreMIT and MTIC, Australia is set to become a global leader in theranostics for decades to come.
Victoria has, you know, a really proud reputation over the last 10 or 15 years at least for leadership in the area of biotech and pharmaceutical research, and this adds significantly to that. And that's an end in itself, but also to be able to synergise with the other really, really impressive leading edge biotech companies that already have a presence here. You know, having a critical mass of industry that can partner and link together and have that reputation and leadership, it's got to be good for Melbourne, it's got to be good for Victoria, it's got to be good for research.